Kids Radio Show. Tune in to Kids Radio. It's never too late, we're always ready for a show. Tune in to Kids Radio. The songs that you hear will help your music sense to grow. Tune in to Kids Radio and start your hands to clapping or tap your little toe. Tune in to Kids Radio and listen, we're ready to go.
And Carolyn, can you help me paint this sign here? I'm going to put it up in the hall at my elementary school. Yeah.
Let's see what you've got outlined on this sign. Elect Theodore for president. Anything less is just an imitation. What? I know we have the election coming up pretty soon, but I didn't know that you had thrown your hat in the ring, Theodore.
I don't even wear a hat, Aunt Carolyn. I'm running for president of my student council at school.
Oh, yeah. For a moment there, I thought you would be running for president of the United States.
Oh, no. But I may get around to that eventually. Then I can make laws that would favor us kids finally. It's high time we had a president that did that.
Well, the president is supposed to administer the laws of the land, not make them.
Oh.
But just for the sake of debate, what would you do if you were president?
Washington helped start the country. The slaves were freed by Lincoln. Every president made new laws and spent a long time thinking. If you were elected president, you could make laws for kids like you. If you were elected president, what new things would you do? If you were elected president, you could make new laws just for you. If you were elected president, what new things would you do? My friends, there is one group of citizens in this country that needs its own special laws. If elected, I would propose that all kids have free circuses every summer. If elected, I would propose that small citizens be the first space riders to Mars. And finally, if elected, I would propose that every boy and girl gets to be president for a day. If you were elected president, you could make laws for kids like you. If you were elected president, what new things would you do? Thank you.
We'll return with more Kids Radio Show after this.
Golly, Aunt Carolyn, thanks for coming to the debate with me. I'm really nervous, but I think I can pull it off.
Your school really goes all out on these student council elections. Say, who's that girl standing in the wings on the other side of the stage over there? She keeps making faces at us.
Oh, that's my opponent, Daphne, yeah. She wants to be student council president also. I'm glad we're on stage in front of the whole school for this debate, yeah. She gets a little rough and tough out on the playground.
Oh, Theodore, your school principal is coming to the microphone. I guess we're about ready to begin.
Good morning. I'm Max Nodifference, principal of Tippecanoe Elementary. Okay, cut off the applause. Stop it. Thank you. Today we'll hear from our two candidates running for student council president, Theodore and Daphne. I will allow questions to be asked of the candidates and moderate the proper time periods. I'm sure that from such open debate, we can discover some differences between the candidates and their views.
Take a look around at the people sitting there. many different people in the world, different like you and me. Some may live in unusual ways, some might wear different clothes, some might not even talk the same way, some might be old and gray. People come from countries near and far and start their lives anew, bringing with them different habits and names, different points of view. Each can teach you something new, something you've never learned before, something that will add to your view, something to bring you joy. There's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with going your own way. There's nothing wrong with being young or old. Be yourself, you're okay. Around at the people sitting there and tell me what you see. There are many different people in the world, different like you and me. Some live in unusual ways, some might wear different clothes, some might not even talk the same way, some might be old and gray. There's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with going your own way. There's nothing wrong with being young or old. Be yourself and you're okay. There's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with going your own way. There's nothing wrong with being young or old. Be yourself and you're okay. Be yourself and you're okay.
Our questioning today will be from Bob. Can you cut the applause? Cut it. Thank you. Our questioning today will be from Bob Byline, editor of the Canoe Balloo, our school newspaper.
Yes, my first question is for Daphne. What do you think about your opponent in this election?
Well, first of all, I wish to thank the school principal and the student body for gathering here today to hear this debate. I think it is important that we have such an open discussion in a civilized manner. To answer your question, my honorable opponent is, in a word, a twit, an airhead, a sneak, a conniver, a dunderbrain, a bloomin' weirdo, and he has funny ears.
Yes, thank you for your frank answer.
I'm not talking about Frank. I'm referring to Theodore.
Yes, thank you. Now, I would like to address the same question to Theodore. What do you think about your opponent?
Well, since I first decided to seek the honorable position of president of the student council, I made up my mind that I must represent all of the students all of the time, and that includes Daphne. We have students here in Tippecanoe Elementary from all walks of life, with different looks, beliefs, and opinions. I like all kinds of people. Oh, hey.
How do you like these mud balls, you twit? Let's see if you can dodge these.
I repeat, I like all kinds of people. Ouch! I like even if they sling mud at me like Daphne. Ow!
Different people are fun to know. It's our difference that makes it so. Look around and I'm sure you'll see we're all as different as we can be. Different voices, a different word, in a language you've never heard. Different faces We're different outside, the same within. We're like rainbows in the sky, all our colors blend. New friends are the pot of gold at the rainbow's end. It's a good thing we're not the same. Duplication would be a shame. In this world, anywhere you go, different people are fun to know. Different people are fun to know.
We now have the mudslinging under control in this debate. Please return to your seats now and get quiet. Please get quiet. The bucket of mud balls has been removed from the stage by Mrs. Hatchett, the vice principal. Now let's continue in a civilized manner.
I would like to ask another question of Daphne. I have recently read some material that says Daphne is related to Daffy Duck. Is there any truth to that?
What? Where did you read that? It's libel.
I read it scribbled on the wall out on the playground.
It must be the work of this little twit right here on the stage beside me tonight. He's the only one who would dare do such a thing. It better not be on that wall the next time I walk by it.
Theodore, I have also read that you stick chewing gum behind your ears so that they won't fall off. Is that true?
Oh, I think we can clear this whole thing up. You have obviously been reading graffiti.
Is that what you call your own chicken scrawl writing?
No. Graffiti is just funny little things you'll find written on walls in the bathrooms or on fences and stuff. Some of it can be very creative. However, it shouldn't qualify as a reliable source of information, no.
Hey, Joe, over here. Here's some
Hey,
graffiti.
looky here, there's some more over
some
here.
on the
Why, look,
sidewalk.
it's everywhere, it's everywhere. Have you ever seen graffiti on the walls, on the boardwalk siding, on the bathroom stalls? It's really kind of funny, all the things that's said. Let me tell you people about graffiti I've read. Graffiti on a barn at the fair. A rabbit raised indoors is an ingrown hair. Written on the playground just last week. Boil your mice before they squeak. I saw it on the boardwalk near the bank. Drive defensively, my tank. Written on a fence I saw these words. Digging for worms is for the birds. Have you ever seen graffiti on the walls, on the boardwalk siding, on the bathroom stalls? Really kind of funny, all the things that's said. Let me tell you people about some more I've read. Horses play people's shoes. A sickly chimney's got the flu. Written on a sidewalk clear across town. A tired kangaroo is out of bounds. Graffiti, written on a tree. A talking dog is smarter than a spelling bee. Graffiti, everywhere I see. Help, the paranoids are after me. Have you ever seen graffiti on the walls, on the boardwalk siding, on the bathroom stalls? Really kind of funny, all the things that's said. Let me tell you people about some more I've read. Written on a bench where the green grass grows. A nearsighted snake fell in love with a hose. Carved on a tree, a tisket, a tasket. Smokey the bear steals picnic basket. If you want to giggle, just a laugh or two. Read some graffiti or write a line or two. Check the billboard siding and the restroom walls. Don't forget phone booths and shower stalls.
Hey, here's some over here. It
Oh,
says,
looky here, there's some
"Wheat
more
germ
over
is
here.
Not contagious."
Oh, look, it's everywhere,
Hey,
it's
Joe,
everywhere.
who's Kilroy?
I have another question here that relates to the issues. Sometimes we get too caught up in personalities instead. So let me ask what Daphne's stand is on the freeze.
You want to know my opinion on the freeze issue? I don't even have to think before I answer that one. I'm against the freeze. We've gotten along just fine up to now without a freeze, so I don't see why we should have one.
And how do you feel about the freeze, Theodore?
Well, I'll have to disagree with my honorable opponent on the issue of the freeze. I've talked with many of the students here at Tippecanoe Elementary, and the majority say they feel very comfortable with a freeze. In fact, many say they would like a freeze to happen every day.
Are you blinking, dude bug? The freeze is too hard for everyone to support. How can you believe in the freeze? It would cause riots.
No. The freeze makes complete sense, and it's easy to do, too. All you have to do is dance around like this, and when the music stops, you freeze. It's very safe since the whole class gets up and does it with you. Yeah, everyone can have fun doing it.
Now here's a game that's kinda neat. Just gets your body in the beat. But when you hear the music quit, don't wanna see you move a bit. Now you can dance any way you please, but listen closely for the freeze. Here's a game that's kinda neat. Just get your body in the beat. But when you hear the music quit, don't wanna see you move a bit. Now you can dance any way you please, but listen closely for the freeze.
I'm still suspicious of that dance, the freeze, I am. I think it's a form of mind control.
That brings me to my next question in this debate for president of the student council. Daphne, I have noticed that your campaign manager, Paul Piper, has been leading out large groups of students after school to the ice cream truck and buying everybody popsicles as the election day gets closer. Are you buying votes with this questionable practice?
Questionable practice? I've saved up me allowance and lunch money for months so's I could treat everyone to a little ice cream. There's nothing wrong with that. I can spend my money as I see fit.
However, Daphne, your campaign manager also tells each kid to vote for you as he or she is handed a popsicle, and then he promises that a win for Daphne could mean popsicles from now on after school.
So?
Now that's a lot of lunches you'll have to skip.
I'll have plenty of time to worry about that after I'm student council president. If everyone follows me, you'll see good times ahead, you will. I guarantee it.
Follow me wherever I go. Follow me, high or low. Come follow me.
Follow me.
Come follow me.
Follow me.
Follow me whenever I play. Follow me night and day. Come follow me.
Follow me.
Come follow me.
Follow me.
When you hear me play this song, you must follow right along. Follow me wherever I go. Follow through rain rain or snow, come follow me.
Follow me.
Come follow me.
Follow me.
When you hear me playing this tune, follow me. Night or noon, come follow me.
Follow me.
Come follow me.
Follow me.
When you hear this melody, you cannot escape from me. Come follow me.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Follow me.
We'll return for more Kids Radio Show after this.
You see them every day. For every dawn there is a dusk, you work and then you play. For every right there is a left, a fast for every slow. For every tall there is a short, a high for every low. For every hot there is a cold, a smile for every frown. For every black there is a white, and up for every down. The world is full of opposites, they make the world go round and round. A brother has a sister, a husband has a wife. A winter has a summer, the change is set to life. For every sun there is a moon, a dog for every cat. For every thick there is a thin, a round for every flat. For every sharp there is a dull, a loss for every gain. A happy child, a sad child, a pleasure or a pain. The world is full of opposites, they keep the world from being boring and plain. It's true the dark and light are opposites. Sour can be made sweet, and rough and smooth are descriptive of our own hands and feet. A song has a first and last, a beginning and an end. Words make you laugh or cry without or within. For every loud there is a soft below and above. For every bad there is a good. For every hate there is always love. There is always love. There is always love. There is always love.
Let's continue the debate here at Tippecanoe Elementary between this year's candidates. Hey, cut the noise! That's better. Let's continue the debate here at Tippecanoe Elementary between this year's candidates for Student Council President. We allowed the editor of the school newspaper to ask all the questions earlier in the debate. Now let's open it up to the voters here, the students. I'm sure they have many questions to ask the candidates, so let the questions begin.
Questions, questions, asking me endlessly. How many more must I answer today? Questions, questions, don't drive me crazy, please. How much more can I say?
What would you take for going to the beach?
Anti-sea monster spray.
Enough suntan lotion to share with everyone.
What would you take if you were going to the moon?
Lots and lots of popsicles.
A flag that has a picture of the planet Earth on it.
Oh, stupid.
What would you do if you wanted to scare someone?
I'd just raise me fist in the air.
And I would just turn Daphne loose on them.
What's the meanest thing someone could do to you?
And no one dare do anything mean to me.
I think it'd be mean if somebody didn't tell me the truth.
Questions, questions, asking me endlessly. How many more must I answer today? Questions, questions, don't drive me crazy, please. How much more can I say?
What if you were the strongest person in the world?
I am the strongest person in this school.
I'd try to help the weak with my strength.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
Put it in the bank and live on the interest.
I'd share it with all my friends and then try to give it to others that need money badly.
Well, you're a
What
goody
would you do
two-shoes.
if you were chased by a monster?
Oh, I'd fight him off, I would.
I'd just have to turn around and see if he'll shake my hand. Maybe no one's ever tried being friendly to him.
If you could be anything, what would you be?
The Queen of England.
Oh, I think I'd just like to be me.
Oh, I'd just like to be me.
Questions, asking me endlessly. How many more must I answer today? Questions, questions, don't drive me crazy, please. How much more can I say?
We can stand there and ask questions and give our answers all day long. By now, I think it should be clear to most of the student body that a vote for me is a vote for me, and that's how it should be. I am in a position to know what is wanted by everyone. I've always been handy in being a leader. That's more than Theodore can say.
Oh, I do agree that people have let Daphne lead in the past. Yeah, they were afraid not to. But I think you have things mixed up. I consider Daphne a friend of mine, and a friend should be able to give constructive criticism. Daphne is simply a little mixed up.
I got this good friend of mine I want to tell you about, but I think that she gets things a little mixed up sometimes. She sits there knitting poems and writing love sweaters to her boyfriend. You know what I mean, huh? She cooks music in her soup and plays her spaghetti like a harp. She sneezes jokes and burps rainbows. She jogs through books and reads the road like a novel. She's a good friend of mine, but I think that she gets things a little mixed up sometimes. A little mixed up.
Mixed up, am I? I'll mix up your arms and legs, I will.
Well, now it's time for your closing statements, candidates. Theodore, you may be the first.
Thank you, Mr. Nodifference. Today we have heard the attacks of my opponent on my abilities to be your student council president. Well, in conclusion, I just want to say that I may not be the best student council president you can pick.
Finally, we get a true statement, huh?
But I guarantee that I will be the best that I can be.
Can be lots of fun, but when I've done my very
And now for Daphne's closing statement.
Thank you, your lordship. Tonight we have heard my opponent openly admit that he is probably not the best choice for student council president. That's because deep down inside his minuscule brain, he knows who the best will be. Me, Daphne. He supports all the wrong issues. He questions whether my buying votes is respectable, and he can't even take a little healthy mud-slinging. I can sum this whole election up with a little story I'd like to share with you right now. The other day I was riding home from school on my bicycle, and I was thinking about getting something to eat as I was looking in the windows of pizza parlors that I would ride by on the road. That reminded me of my little brother, who usually eats up all the snacks at my house before I get home in time.
I'm so sorry. We're out of time, and we do have a time limit on closing statements, as we all agreed to previously.
I get a song. He got a song in his closing remarks, so I get a song. You can't get away with this. I was building up to my big finish. I was going to explain why I like me so much, so I get a song. If I like me so much, then the rest of you can see why I'm perfect for president of the student council. I like me, I do.
I like me. Yes, I like me. Being what only I can be. I like me. I sometimes laugh, sometimes cry, sometimes sing, sometimes sigh, sometimes gentle, sometimes tough, sometimes soft, sometimes rough. Do you like you? Do you like you? Doing what only you can do. Do you like you? Do you sometimes laugh, sometimes cry, sometimes sing, sometimes sigh, sometimes gentle, sometimes tough, sometimes soft, sometimes rough? We like us. We like us. Doing the things that make us us. We like us. We sometimes laugh, sometimes cry, sometimes sing, sometimes sigh. We're sometimes gentle, sometimes tough, sometimes soft, sometimes rough. I like me. Yes, I like me. Being what only I can be. Yes, I like me.
We'll return for the conclusion of Kids Radio Show after this.
Well, Carolyn, how do you think I did in the debate?
You were marvelous, Theodore, but don't be too disappointed even if you don't win in the election. What's important is that you stand up for what you believe in. You'll always have that, and there will always be more elections. Until next week, bye.